Today we're going to be talking about Archivist Toolkit. Archivist Toolkit is an open source archival software developed to help organize and sort archival information. This software allows users to create finding aids, accession records, and keep track of metadata. Archivist Toolkit has been in use for many years now and is soon to be replaced by another software called ArchiveSpace. ArchiveSpace is a combination of Archivist Toolkit and Archon, another archival software. Because of the impending arrival of ArchiveSpace, due to arrive in March 2013, documentation for Archivist Toolkit has not been updated in some time. Because of this, the directions given in the manual are not entirely up to date. Hence, I created this video to show you how to get started with making a finding aid in Archivist Toolkit, as many may not switch over to ArchiveSpace in the near future. To start, you have to open up Archivist Toolkit. Mine is already open. You'll see here on the left that we have names, subjects, accessions, sort resources, and digital objects. We're going to want to create your new finding aid as resources. So we click on that, click List All, mine's already pulled up. It will list all of the available current finding aids out there. This is the page that you're going to want to come back to if you want to edit your finding aid later. You simply double click on any of these items and it will open up. To create a new finding aid, we have to go to New Record. Here you'll see that we have a basic description tab where we can put in all of the most basic information you'll need to start your finding aid. Here we recommend that you put in level, title, resource identifier, extent number, inclusive dates, and your language type. Now if you don't put in enough information, Archivist Toolkit will remind you as it won't let save your finding aid until it's finished. So now I'm going to put in all of that information. Okay, you can see now that I've put in all of the information that we talked about. The title of the collection, what level the collection is, when the dates are from, the resource identifier, and a short container summary. Now, as you see, I've actually gotten a hold of the personal papers of Queen Elizabeth I because we're quite accomplished. Now you're going to want to come over to the left side of the screen to start putting in your different series and subseries. Here you'll see that you're going to use the older archival terms of child and sibling to describe the relationships between item and series. Adding a child means you're adding another item under a series. Adding a sibling means you're adding another series. So now we have our general collection and we'll add a child for that, which will be a series in this collection. So we'll call this the Lovers of Queen Elizabeth, or the supposed lovers. Now something important to note over here is that the instance area. This is a very important section of this screen and probably the only area within this level of the collection that's necessary. Instances refers to wherever these items are stored in your collection. So for example, this series is stored in box 1 of the Personal Papers of Queen Elizabeth section. So to figure that out, you're going to add an instance, and you're going to click on whichever of these kind of instance you have. So if it's a max, map, a mixed materials, etc. Now the most common term that you're going to need here is probably box. As you can see, it's not available. That's because on an administrative level, someone needs to make box an available term here. I do not have access to the administration on this Archivist Toolkit server, so I cannot put that in myself. But if you speak to your IT professionals that you work with, they should be able to do that for you. So we're going to ignore that for now. As you can see, we have the Lovers of Queen Elizabeth. We're going to save that as our first series and then add a child to that. And we'll put in possible lovers. I am completely making these up, so I apologize if these are not historically accurate. So we'll say that this is an item under a series, and we'll save that. So these are all of the extreme basics you'll need to start your finding aid within Archivist Toolkit. There's a lot more detailed parts of it that go into it. This is just where you can get generally started. If you want more information, I suggest that you can contact me. My email should be in the description for this video, or you can try to go to the Archivist Toolkit site and go through their manual. It is a bit outdated, but there are still some parts of it that are relevant. Thanks very much, and I hope this helps.